Hello everyone, nubkeks here. Welcome back to Nub Raids for the third video of the day. We're going all out this week in Raid. It is crazy. We've got a crazy summoning event coming up as well this weekend. I am very curious if this is going to overlap with the fusion. Before I talk about the summons, two things I want to mention as well. Number one, actually, let me try bring this up. Okay, here we go. I think actually the easiest way to show it is on the Discord announcement. Raid Shadow Legends is coming to Steam, or maybe it's on Steam. I don't know. But anyway, you can look at it on Steam. If you wishlist it, the more people that wishlist, right, we're going to get some rewards in game. You know, honestly, so go do it if you want. Doesn't really matter, but hopefully lots of people do it anyway. And we get some free rewards, which is cool. Nothing too crazy, but hey, it's nice. But I think this is pretty big for the game. It's a lot of extra exposure. You know, obviously I'm worried, you know, a lot of people see Raid Shadow Legends as a meme game. You know, it's the game with all the ads, right? And all the microtransactions, more macro transactions, isn't it? They're not exactly small, really. But yeah, I don't know. Hopefully it'll be good, bring a lot of new players in. Like, obviously I play this game, so I think it's a great game. So that's pretty cool. The other thing, let me see if I can bring this up as well. Okay, no, there's no quite easy way to bring it up. Actually, oh, I've got a great idea. But it is the birthday of my channel. That's right. We started Raid. Let's see. Hang on. Can we do this? If I bring this over, so this is my channel. If I go into videos and if I go to like oldest, yeah, like 2 years ago is when we began with Hydra beginner tips. So there you go. I think it's quite funny, you know, we did okay on that one, almost 3,000 views. I guess some of that's people going back to see the first video, like 700 views, 100 views on the Christmas Fusion. Nobody cared what Nub had to say. 400 on Best Void Epics for Hydra. I thought that would do well, and it didn't. But check it out, man. 29,000 views on the Hydra Epics only, which is insane. And we went from like 29,000 back to like 100 views. We got there, you know, we kept grinding consistently, and yeah, so there we go. I thought that was fun. But look, all I want to say is thanks to everyone for watching the videos, letting me do this, you know, as a job, right? Like, honestly, the first 6 months or so was probably just sort of grinding away at it, kind of just for the fun of it. And yeah, sort of from that point on was able to kind of have it legit be, you know, a full-time job basically, which is pretty great. You know, it doesn't pay very well, but it's a really fun job. So listen, thank you to everyone for letting me do that. It's pretty cool. So yeah, there we go. Right, let's dive into the actual news here today. So this is the news. On Friday, the 15th of December, we're planning to launch a few events simultaneously, either pronunciation or pronunciation. Who knows? I don't know. There's going to be a 2x event for epics and legendaries for primal shards, so not mythicals, only epics and legendaries. And also there's going to be a progressive chance event starting from the X15 from the following champions. Now, let me actually zoom this in a bit, and let me move it to the side so my head's not blocking. Hang on. If we do, whoop, no, this way. We've got some pretty juicy champions. This is up for 72 hours. So this is starting this Friday. The Fusion is starting tomorrow on Thursday. There's a decent chance that this might be part of the Fusion. I'm not 100% sure. I mean, there's a good chance. Usually the Fusion starts with a sort of summon rush event. I'm imagining this is going to be a summon rush type thing. So yeah, I mean, in terms of primals, I've got 5. Like, I don't know. This is like, where are we supposed to get primals? My assumption had always been the new content would be the new source of primal shards and help you get more mythical champions and mythical tomes, but not really. Like, we're getting some of these cursed remnants. You get 2 summons with a 2.5% chance to get a mythical every month. Like, I don't know, where are you actually supposed to get primal shards? They're just super rare. You probably buy them. That's the answer, isn't it? But that's kind of crazy. I don't know. I feel like it's more worthwhile saving your primal shards for when you can get 2x mythicals, is my sort of feeling, because mythicals are kind of unique. It's the only way to get them. So we're basically, I mean, the cursed remnants, but that's almost nothing. So yeah, I feel like I'd rather save them. But this is nonetheless a really strong like, let's look at these champions. It's an insanely good progressive chance event, one of the best ones. So yeah, people might go for it anyway. If you're going for the Fusion and this is part of it, well, there's some fantastic stuff. So you can decide which shard type you want to go for. Honestly, it's all good. For the legendary champions, you can pick one. Duchess Lilitu, Bad Alcazar, Lysandra, Wither the Crowned, Lady of Ireth, and Prince Kymar. So obviously the best one is Lady of Ireth. No, it's not. Lady of Ireth is definitely the worst one, the weakest. The rest of them are all really good. I mean, the two big ones obviously are Duchess Lilitu and Prince Kymar. They are the creme de la creme, best of the best. I mean, these are the ones to go for sure, if you don't have them. Obviously, I've got a Kymar, so I'd be personally picking Duchess Lilitu if I was going to pull shards for this. Which if it's part of the fusion, it will. I'll have to, right? And that's pretty good. I'd be tempted to pull all my shards chasing it, but I don't think I have enough to really exploit that. You need so many to really exploit the progressive chance, like so many. Unless you're buying tons of shards, it's an X15, which is better than a 10x, but it's still, it's still just an X15 really at the end of the day. I think the rest of them are decent champs as well, like Bad Alcazar, especially with the new content, the Cursed City. He's not too bad, cleansing and AoE poisons. He could probably be really good for some of the bosses in there. Lysandra, again, speed manipulator, could be very good for some of those Dark Fae bosses, which could be a big problem for a lot of people. Wither, again, solid. Lady of Ireth, pretty meh. So yeah, I mean, it's insane. We look at the voids. We've got Venus and Tuhanarak. Again, two amazing options. This is quite a tough one, right? This is a tough one. Venus is extremely good for Hydra, and especially so if you've got Cupidus, right? Cupidus, with this passive, when Venus is on the team, this is where it becomes really strong. He just does straight up 25% more damage. It's pretty good on a damage dealer. That's quite a lot. And he always counterattacks when attacked. That is so strong for Hydra. Venus is bringing in AoE burns, AoE decreased defense, weaken. When Cupidus is there, she can do a full buff strip with a chance for extra turn, which is quite decent. She's really good even without him. She's totally worth using. Cupidus, he's decent, but he's mostly worth using when he's with Venus, right? Without a Venus, like, I've got him. He's not super worth using over other damage in Hydra. Like, he's fine, but not insane. That changes with Venus, so she's very strong. I would give the overall edge, though, to Tuhanarak. I think Tuhanarak's going to be better overall, right? Cleansing lots of debuffs, I think that could be really nice for, and she's pumping out lots of heals with her A1 as well. I think that could be really nice for the new boss, right? For Amius, I think she'd be very good. Increased defense and speed. He's got that single target block buffs and decreased attack. All these are on short cooldowns, 3 turns. Very nice. Accuracy in all battles. I think the constant cleansing. I think she's very well built for Amius, so I think she would be my preference here. If we jump over, I believe this rotation, I mean, it's on for 4 weeks, right? We'll see. Like, it's obviously going to change after this, but that's Barbarians right there, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Like, he's a Barbarian. So, yeah, you can stick Barbarians in. I think Tuhanarak is a really good pick for Amius this rotation to constantly cleanse the stuff he's doing. So she's a good option. Don't know if I doubt she's necessary, but she certainly make it easier. So I would say probably Tuhanarak, but I feel like you can go for honestly either of these, and they're both phenomenal options, right? There's going to be probably lots of bosses where Venus Cupidus is going to be an insane combo if you're able to run them, like Sacred Order only. That's going to be so strong. So I think both of these are top tier, honestly, top tier. Epic's Doompriest Creedon, again, I think both are super good. Whoa, that line went a bit mad. So both of these are fantastic options. Doompriest, again, I think for Cursed City is just a solid support. I personally didn't pull her for ages, right? I'd beaten, ironically, Doom Tower, which is her other real area to shine, as well as Demon Lord Clan Boss. I'd beaten all the Doom Tower before I even got my Doompriest. Took forever, but cleansing and removing a debuff every time she takes a turn, I think that's very strong for a lot of these bosses. So she's a strong option. And ironically, this Force Ally speed in all battles, you might be in a Force Ally only room in Cursed City, and that could actually be okay. So she is good. And then Creedon, he's very new, but he is very strong as well. I think particularly for any of these, probably lots of the bosses, honestly, in Cursed City, but especially Fire Knight Heart, right? Triple hit A1 that can place freeze. AoE with freeze as well, increased speed and turn meter fill for your allies, giving him turn meter when he places a freeze. That's an amazing kit, and you might be going in against some of these hard levels with Fire Knight Hard and not be able to use like your newt. Maybe dwarves are not allowed. Suddenly Creedon becomes really strong, not only because the triple hit taking down Fire Knight shield, but the freezes, the AoE probably going to help, like if it's combo with a spider boss where there's lots of spiderlings, he can freeze them. That's insane. Increased speed is going to be good for every single boss. So Creedon is super good. I would, you know what? Honestly, I'd say I'd go for Creedon first. and Doompriest second. I think Doompriest is a fine option, but I would prefer the Creodan, I think, overall. Let me know what you think about that. Then for the epics for voids, we've got Madame Ceres and Ursula the Mourner. Again, two fantastic options. That's tough. I would go for Ursula first, but I think you could totally go for Madame Ceres, and that's a fine option as well. Like Ursula, she's just, again, such a good support for so many of these rooms, right? She's got decreased attack AoE with increased attack. That's great. Really good for Hydra as well to boost up your attack champions like a Wukong or a Rhonda or Inquisitor Shamail, but the decreased attack to keep you alive. AoE Revive, insanely strong Revive. It's just solid. She's really good for Doom Tower. She's great for Hydra. Very strong option. Madame Ceres is still good, and she's likely to see more play again because of these restrictions. She might become much better again in Arena once Polymorph is nerfed. She used to be very endgame, even for a long time in Arena, then really fell off with Polymorph, strongly so, and even Stone Skin to an extent. But like the buff strip with decreased attack, decreased defense, it's a great move on a 4-turn. The AoE steal, she's the solid champion, so again, she's quite a decent option here. I think you could go for either one. I would lean towards, yeah, I'd go for Ursula first, Creodan first. I would probably go for Tuhanarak first. Let me do, yeah, I think that's what I would do. Like, I'd be going, personally, I pick Duchess first, Tuhanarak, Creodan, Ursula. Those would be my picks, but it's hard to pick something back. Apart from Lady of Erath, right? Apart from that, it's hard to go wrong, I think, with these picks right here. So yeah, that kind of makes me feel maybe it's not part of the fusion. These are such insanely good event, like such insanely good summons. But then again, it is only a 15x, right? You know, don't be thinking 15x is the best thing since sliced bread, though sliced bread is also pretty bad. You know, it just tends to be low quality, you know, factory produced stuff. It's not good for you. It's terrible invention. So maybe this is the best thing since sliced bread, because sliced bread, ironically, is quite a low bar. But yeah, 15x is better than a 10x. But, you know, I think I had like a Panda, who's one of the top players in the game, was telling me he pulled like so many shards, like 5,000 shards or something crazy. I don't know, a huge amount of shards over all of the different accounts that he plays. And he didn't get one champion in the progressive chance event last time they ran one. So he was like, this event sucks. I mean, that says it all, really, doesn't it? You can pull tons of shards and get nothing. I think he was a little tiny bit unlucky, but even still, like, yeah, there you go. I don't know. What do you guys think about this? This one is juicy. I don't have a Duchess. That's tempting, right? Is this my time to get a Duchess? I don't think I got enough shards, but there you are. Who knows? Who knows? I'll see you guys next time, though. Thank you for watching. Thanks for watching 3 videos today. If you watch them all, you're a champ. I'll see you all soon. Goodbye.